Hi everyone, my name is Bob Lambert. I am the manager of Residence Life at Mount Royal University in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I served on the NWACUHO Board of Directors from 2015 to 2017 as the Alberta Provincial Representative. And my favorite part of serving on the board is by far the professional development that came from meeting, collaborating, and just working with just dedicated professionals. And I cannot recommend running for a board position enough, so I hope you do.
Hi, my name is Leslie Bird and I'm the Residence Life Coordinator at Kenai Peninsula College, which is a community campus of University of Alaska at Anchorage. I served on the NWACUHO board as the Alaska Yukon representative from 2013 to 2016, and my favorite part about being on the board was probably the people. We had some really great experiences and I learned a lot from my colleagues. We also had a lot of fun at our exec board meetings, and I learned a lot about the region and about how to run an organization like that. That was a new experience for me. And the travel, of course, was a lot of fun. So hopefully you see this and you get interested in applying.
Hi, I'm Josh Jana, Associate Director of Housing and Food Services at University of Washington. I served as a number of positions on the NWACUHO board, including the Presidential Trio, Treasurer, and Website Administrator. Being involved with NWACUHO was one of the best professional decisions and opportunities I ever had. The networking, the skills I developed, the people I met, and the experiences I had traveling throughout the region for a number of years really helped solidify me in this region and give me the tools I need to be successful at my job.
Hi, my name is Kate Gannon-Cullinan. I work at Louisiana State University as the Associate Director for Staffing and Operations for Residential Life and Education. I served as the Communications Director for NWACUHO Board from 2015 to 2018. I was the first in that newly created position, merging the old secretary and the old newsletter editor into one position. My favorite thing about working on the board was the networking that you were able to do, not just within your board community, but also serving the larger region that's given so much back to me in my career. Thanks, and I hope you consider applying.
Hi, my name is Drew Satter. I'm an assistant director here at Gonzaga University. I was the treasurer on the NWACUHO board a few years back. My favorite part about being on the board was making some decisions and making some lifelong friends, as well as putting the wheels in motion for a new investment plan for the region.
Hi, my name is Amy Scrivens. I'm an operations manager at Oregon State University, and I've been the NWACUHO treasurer from February 2016 through February 2019. My favorite parts about being on the board are the professional relationships that I've developed across the association and the professional experience gained. Not only have I developed hands-on budget experience, but I've also improved my ability to challenge my peers to make decisions that are going to benefit the entire association and also create and implement long-term plans to set us up for a successful future.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Larson and I serve as the Interim Vice Provost for Student Affairs at Oregon State University. I served on the NWACUHO board in 2008 as the president and past president. And I had a great experience. It was NWACUHO has been a wonderful professional home for me for many years. I enjoyed meeting colleagues from around the region, doing work of the region to support each institution that's part of NWACUHO. So I encourage you to get involved, and happy to be a resource to you as you do get involved.
Hi, my name is Jenny Janek, and I am the Assistant Director for Residence Life Operations at the University of Puget Sound. I served as the NWACUHO Secretary between 2012 and 2015. In addition to the wonderful friendships that I made, my favorite part about being a part of the NWACUHO board was learning how to be a part of a governing organization and working with the different personalities and opinions about how to best shepherd and steward our organization and move us forward, working through our strategic planning, the opportunity to present at conferences and learn more about budgeting has really been beneficial in my current role and helped make it a broader understanding of the scope of the work that we do in our field.
Hi, my name is Silvia Souza. I am the Associate Director with University Housing at University of Oregon. I have served as the Oregon State Representative. Perhaps two of my most memorable parts of being in the board have been the friendships that I have formed, the connections, and most importantly, the learning opportunities that I have been part of for the remainder of our membership. Those have been just amazing to be part of.
Hi, I'm Steve Fitter. I'm the Vice President of Student Affairs and Campus Life at Mount Royal University in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I got so excited to have an opportunity to pull a little video together like this that Brian asked us to do that I'm even willing to do it with stitches in my forehead. So, I was the president, or in the presidential stream at NWACUHO from 2011 to 2013. However, the first time I participated on the NWACUHO board was as the British Columbia rep in 1997 and 98. The first time around, what I liked the most about being on the board was, as a newer, younger professional, I had a terrific opportunity to be mentored and get to know and learn from some terrific professionals in the student housing industry. It was invaluable as far as learning and growing and developing my career, as well as having an opportunity to give a little bit back to the association. The second time around, as the president, I just could not believe how incredibly smart, talented, and committed members of the board were when I was the president. It was an absolute treasure and an absolute pleasure to work with so many incredibly gifted, committed student housing professionals. So you get out of this just as much as you put into it, and I hope that for those of you that choose to run, good luck. It'll be a terrific opportunity. You'll grow and develop professionally, but our industry will flourish because of your willingness to participate. So good luck in the upcoming elections.
Hi, my name is Catherine Magura, and I'm an Assistant Director for Operations at Oregon State University. I had the honor of serving as the NWACUHO President in 2016 and hosted a conference in the great state of Alaska. There are so many reasons that I enjoyed my experience with NWACUHO, and what really comes to mind was not only did I enhance and gain leadership skills that I wouldn't otherwise obtain in my daily work, I got to meet some of the people and work with some pretty fantastic people throughout the region who have become dear friends to me over the years. It was the experience of a lifetime, and I will never forget it.
Hi NWACUHO, my name is Craig Witten and I am from Edmonton, Alberta. I had the pleasure of serving NWACUHO as both the Alberta rep for 2 years as well as the presidential trio, and I just finished up my board service last February in 2018. It was probably one of the most impactful things I've ever done, both personally and professionally. So professionally, I gained a ton of experience that I wouldn't have otherwise had, and it set me up for the job that I have now, but as well as other initiatives and projects that I've undertaken in my life. And personally, I've met some amazing people through both the board and through the association that have become like family to me. So personally, it's been hugely impactful for me. What I would say is if you are thinking about running, definitely consider it. It's one of those two reasons will definitely fit for you as well. And there's just so much you can do to give back to your profession. So if you consider running for a position, best of luck and thank you for thinking about contributing to NWACUHO.
Hi, I'm Brian Kerrick. I'm a facilities manager at the University of Washington, and I served on the NWACUHO Board of Directors from February 2013 to February 2019, first as the technology director and then in the presidential trio. Serving on the board helped me find my voice in this profession, and I cannot more highly recommend that you take the step of submitting your name for candidacy this year.